Our people say, what an elder sees sitting down. If you like, climb the highest of the Iroko tree, you will not see it. But not in all cases, so. Not in all cases, because some elders now, we cannot explain their eldership. But you get this particular elder, what I go give you now. We go know whether this elder belongs to the side of the elders that were referred to in the adage I started with, in the proverb I gave you, or on the other side. Ask yourself, what are we waiting for? What is the judiciary waiting for to give a judgment on the Pro-Wike lawmakers? What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? Or they just prolong the issue, the matter? Okay, keep prolonging it. No problem. I get it. Let them keep prolonging it. No wala. Because I don't understand what the wait is all about. Give a judgment. Whether they have dragged it to Supreme Court. Give a judgment. Let us know. Because they don't do us now. The more you look, the less you see. It seems the judiciary know that if they go contrary to what the Constitution says about defecting from your party to another party at a time that there is no crisis in your party, lawmakers. Yes, sir. What that Constitution says, which is your seat is vacant, it should be declared vacant. It be like say this judiciary, the only reason I say, if they do anything that does not reflect the provision of the Constitution, then I get my problem in River State. And maybe there are barriers because they keep telling us, government, keep telling us, hey, we want to be producing 2 million barrels of crude oil per day, 2 point something millions of crude oil per day. If there is chaos in River State, they will not actualize it. I don't need to tell you that they will not actualize. Even 1 million, they don't go see. In fact, River State will be cut off totally as per states that they generate or they get their crude oil from to sell. They will not get one barrel from River State. I get it. Maybe that is why the judiciary they are wasting their time, not our time. As far as I'm concerned, Fubara is running the government with the ones that are legitimate in the eyes of the law, whether they are 2 or 3 or 1. So if they are wasting their time, let them keep wasting their time. But what is this man why I want you when I want talk now? I go give you now and I go what am? Then you go use your hand and tell yourself whether this elder is he among those that they said, what an elder sees sitting down. If you like, climb the highest of Europe, you will not see it. What I mean is he making sense or not? Forget about sitting down and going to the Europe. I get it. Help me watch this video. Let us now meet in the comment section.
The Pro-Wike lawmakers.
Yes, 27 of them.
Do you see any chance of them returning back to the chamber?
Well, unless there is a subversion of the Constitution. The Constitution aptly states that when you leave a party that elected you, you lost your seat. So that happened, where the media recorded it. The media is one institution that people take for granted. The media stores history. And so the media, the history in your archives has it, still stores it. It will remain green, evergreen, that they flew the flags of APC. It was read by the then speaker, Martin Amehule, that they had left the party. They were also received by APC in a public function, So the print media records it, the electronics media records it. So I do not know. So if those records become invalid in the eyes of the law of the judiciary. It's judiciary now. The law is extant. The extant law is the constitution. So if the judiciary looks the other way, that those evidence under Evidence Act are not admissible, then the former members of assembly will have their lives back. Wow. INEC has failed. INEC has failed because a simple logic for anybody who went to university, a simple logic that if you were 10 in a room and 7 leaves the room, as long as there are people remaining in that room, they become the legal occupants of the room. And so INEC has failed. Those people left the office almost 12 months ago. And INEC failed in its duties, even when a subsisting assembly speaker had written to INEC declaring or had made a statement declaring those 27 seats vacant. That is on one hand. On the other hand, I had 2 assembly seats, one caused by death, vacant seats, one caused by death, the other caused by the resignation of a member of assembly, being the then speaker, Edison Ehie, who resigned to become chief of staff. Those 2 seats, we ask why INEC under Mahmoud will wait for who to tell him to carry out his constitutional responsibility. Those 2 constituencies would have been by-elections long time ago. So is it me that will conduct the election, or is it the populace in Rivers State that will? It is INEC. It is INEC, headed by Mahmoud. So the failure of INEC is what also has exacerbated this issue. Because if INEC, the legal department of INEC, for instance, does a memo to the say, look, this is where we are. This is number 1. Number 2 is the National Assembly, because National Assembly also is supposed to perform oversight functions on issues that are constitutionally based, that can cause breach of the Constitution. So I've mentioned INEC, I've mentioned the National Assembly. And these 2 institutions, particularly the National Assembly, is culpable. INEC, whose duty it is to look at the correspondence sent to them. And the happenings in Rivers State is not happening in darkness. The whole world. And all these, cumulatively, it's affecting business in Rivers State in terms of investors' confidence in coming to the state. So for the performance of the governor, in completing projects he inherited, and all those, making the workers happy. Of course, Rivers State workers were unhappy for 8 years that the former governor ruled. The workers in Rivers State, the public servants, the civil servants, were unhappy for 8 years. What do I mean? There was no promotion. We saw at that time, even labor went on strike. If we remember vividly, there was a running battle between the governor, former governor, and the labor unions in the states. There were no promotions. People remained stagnant. No employment to fill natural vacancies that that occurred regularly by death and by retirement. And so this governor now is, going on well, and that is why the people of the state are happy. And so today they talk about Pro-Wike lawmakers. The Pro-Wike lawmakers are those who are trying to tear our states apart. A shameless lot. Pro-Wike lawmakers. if they stand election today that is free and fair, none of them will get 10 votes from their constituencies. That's the truth.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innoson Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innoson Vehicle, the pride of African roads.